And so we get to the 12 gauge. Now, just like I mentioned earlier on my video on the 30-30, it could not be a zombie prepper channel if you didn't go over the 12 gauge. In more movies than I can count, a 12 gauge pump action shotgun has been the go-to. And there's a reason for that. It's an incredibly effective round when it comes to defense. No question about it. There's a lot of energy transfer when you shoot a 12 gauge round. It's very, very powerful, and it's very destructive, and it does what it's supposed to do. And in terms of hunting, it works for that too. Even for birdshot, it puts a lot of little lead out there to hopefully hit your target and drop your target. So some of the drawbacks of 12 gauge, weight. There's a lot of lead in here. Your light 12 gauge loads are 1 ounce. Your heavier ones are 1 1/4. All right. So you're tearing a lot of lead in in the package. There's a lot of weight there. All right. Distance is a limiting factor. It is a close range round. All shotgun rounds, for that matter, are really going to be a very close range. Your slugs and buckshot are definitely going to reach out a lot further. Slugs with a rifled barrel, really still a great 50-yard weapon. Some getting a little further out there, 75. After that, you're really kind of pushing it. Not saying that the round's not going, but in terms of accuracy and effective use. But most of the time, your shotgun, defense or otherwise, is 25 yards or less in the majority of situations. So it's a close-in weapon. That's not necessarily ideal if I'm getting chased by zombies in that case. I want to stay as far away as possible. But as a round, it is proven effective time and time and time again. And that's why it's still popular to this day. This load I have right here, definitely one of my preferred ones. Number 4 buck, as I stated earlier with the 20 gauges. I prefer a few more pellets and then being individually smaller for a little less chance of over penetration. It's still a lot of force with each individual pellet. It's still a lot of stopping power. No question about that. So again, that's been proven as well. So look up some videos if you want to see what number 4 buckshot does to some ballistic gelatin. It'll wake you up some. But it is definitely a popular cartridge. If anyone has a shotgun in the house, it's either going to be probably a 20 or 12 gauge. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be one of those 2 gauges. So definitely a good option when it comes to a prep in terms of a common shotgun gauge to keep, lower cost to stock up on ammunition, both for hunting and defense, especially when you can find some stuff on clearance. Academy's running some sales and some buckshot was $10 a box of 25, just crazy cost, you know what I mean, on low end. And those were 9 pellet double aughts, definitely some stopping loads. So definitely going to be a gauge I recommend. When it comes to semi-pumps, we'll go over those in other videos as far as what I recommend on those. But no question about it, a 12 gauge shotgun load is a defense one. Just like the 30-30, Mossberg's got a 12 gauge out in a zombie form. I actually like that version of the 500 because it has the 20-inch barrel, and so it's a 7+1 versus the much more common 5+1. So that's a 40% increase on your tube capacity. Pretty big jump for not a lot of difference in terms of firearm weight and length of firearm only being 1.5 inches difference. So definitely one of the ones I like. But any questions or comments, please let me know.